There are thousands of ways to design an airplane, but the process almost always starts the same.
It starts by assessing every function in the plane based on the potential risk it carries if it were to fail in flight. The FAA approves the design if it minimizes catastrophes to a 10 to the -6 probability. That's the equivalent of the plane flying without a catastrophe 24/7 for over 100 years. Every one of these was pilot error.
So am I turning a right base now? I'm so sorry for the confusion. 4252 go.
Pilot had over 300 hours in this airplane. Perfect weather, perfect plane. But the pilot retracted flaps before reaching a safe airspeed. A simple pilot input she had done hundreds of times before became catastrophic under stress. Now the obvious answer is train pilots more flight hours, more checklists. But when we looked at the data, the results were pretty shocking. Pilots that had 0 to 100 hours, they actually had the lowest fatality rate, 11.9%. Now that's not too surprising, since many of the accidents in this category involved a student pilot flying with a certified flight instructor. But what was surprising in the data is when we saw that pilots with 500 to 2,500 hours actually had the highest probability of dying. They represented 19% of all fatalities. And what about pilots with 10,000 plus hours? Well, they didn't fare much better. All of these fatal general aviation accidents fall into 4 buckets. At Skytron, we think airplane design should start with human safety systems. Simplified controls, full envelope protection, automatic terrain avoidance, and automated twin-engine handling. These airplanes were designed with incredible part reliability, but they weren't designed to address the most unreliable part of the airplane. A few years ago, the FAA began funding a project based on a concept NASA had developed. The concept asked a bold question: could redesigned, intuitive flight controls make flying as safe and simple as driving? The study demonstrated the potential of using fly-by-wire in general aviation the same way it was used to modernize military aircraft, and combine that with a radically simplified display.
And talking to a computer graphically.
All of the test subjects involved that had little or no piloting experience were able to get in the cockpit and within 1 hour, climb, cruise, and descend confidently without stalling the airplane. Studies like this helped pave the way for Mosaic in 2025, which revised decades of outdated regulations and now allow for aircraft to be designed with these philosophies. Pilot error starts in the cockpit, so our design process starts there too. We built a human-in-the-loop lab, a woodbird, that serves as the proving grounds to test our design theories about the ultimate human-machine relationship in the cockpit.
Oh yeah. Man, that's the perfect height to see. No, that's perfect. Who designed this? It's pretty tight between the two of us. Actually, I mean, mine would actually be a little wide. Mine would actually be about this.
We don't need a decimal. I think we should consider replacing this with a 00.
Okay.
Now we can start to pressure test Skytron's radically simplified flying concept.
Optimal visibility, optimal reach, optimal ergonomics, and the least load.
Then
possible.
if that's the case, then you're forcing that said right-handed pilot to use their left hand to manipulate everything on this.
It's an eyes-up model, so that they're using their offhand for something that is secondary. Their primary should be the instructor.
We're bringing future Skytron pilots into the Woodbird to fly our simulator for the first time. We want to see if our design will empower brand new pilots to achieve the same level of control in the airplane as a professional pilot.
Cool.
Where's the throttle?
Where is the throttle?
For 100 years, we designed airplanes expecting the pilot to be perfect.
You were going up a little bit too fast. So that
We're designing one assuming the pilot will be
like
human.
in every other airplane, actually, that would have been a really dangerous situation.
Perfect.
Where you could like stall and fall out of the air, but our airplane just automatically gives you a little nudge back in the right direction.
So I can.
You can just let go.
And then just
It'd be the only airplane.
don't just put it back.
It seems to me it's just straight and level.
Wow. Okay. What if I wanted to exceed BNE?
Lucas is tweaking your experience as you're going.
Lucas, I just met you.
He designed all the control laws that represent exactly what our airplane's going to feel like, which are
Really cool.
like radically different than a traditional airplane where you have to control yaw and pitch and roll.
I'm trying to put it in a spin.
It's a very good
Wow. Okay.
experience. A little more like a video game.
Yeah, this is more, and it's as a pilot, it feels so long. Sorry.
Should be busier.
The worst case, both computers go down. We need at least one process that's going to give you the minimal amount of display. And then first I said, give me a 6-pack, and then I'm like, scratch that completely. We just need airspeed, altitude, and heading, and then targets.
Right.
It's early days at Skytron, but the Woodbird is helping us learn fast. And we're guided by one belief. The cockpit should be designed to prevent human error and empower pilots. It's hard to imagine life without the personal automobile, letting us go anywhere we want, anytime, without booking a ticket. When Skytron designs a personal airplane that's as safe as a car, where would you fly?
A gyroscopic cup holder? Yeah. That's why we're doing the Woodbird, so we had to figure out what features matter the most.
Yeah, we really looked at it. We figured